All right, puck is down here. We'll see how this goes. Rink B here at Plymouth Ice Center is never great Wi-Fi, so if this skips in and out, this is Wayzata in white against Rochester in their black uniforms. Rochester is going to send it down into the Wayzata end. Allstad over towards Colmenero. You also won't be able to see down in this corner because of the concrete wall here on Rink B. Rochester controls this, shot right on. That's gloved down by Pellinger. Let's see that for 1 second. Just going to put the link in Slack. Oops, wrong team. All right, we're a couple seconds behind now. Rochester towards the middle again. They're going to try to get a shot. It's blocked in front. Kirshner there. And Davison will clear it to the sideboards. Sauer throws a hit along the wall. Now this looks like Naraki out of the zone. Nice play to clear the zone. Offside at the blue line. Comes Pyle, back to Turek, over to Johnson. Nice little play there from Winfield, but it's knocked away out of the zone by Rochester. Now it's Pyle. Kind of an awkward play at the line there. I think a stick came up high on a Rochester player. Wayzata's going to control towards Moldy, down into the Rochester end for the first time. Now Rochester's going to flip it out to the neutral zone. Moldy is there for the Trojans. He's going to get the corner here. Now he cuts to the middle. He's all alone. Tries to go 1 against 4, and Rochester knocks it away. Now Allstad sneaks by him. Weekly is back there as Rochester brings it into the Wayzata end. Now it's Weekly again on the boards. Another weird hit there. Colmenero took something up high, maybe a stick, maybe a glove. Now it's Rochester on a centering attempt. Kurtz is going to control it in behind the net, and he'll come out of the zone with possession. Tried to kind of saucer it over to Colmenero, but it's intercepted in the neutral zone and back into the Wayzata end. Nice play by Pellinger to break up the dump-in attempt. It's Peterson on the wing, gets it out to Kurtz, up to Colmenero. He's got half a step here. He's got a whole step and gets a nice shot on. First shot on goal for Wayzata is a nice opportunity by Colmenero. Now it's Davison on the regroup up towards Sauer. Back into the Wayzata end. It's like an icing. Face-off here is controlled by Sauer. He gets it back to, I think that's Naraki. Yep, he'll throw it in the corner. And now it's out of play. Another face-off. Nice play there by Davison to step up with it. Gets a shot on. Good pad save by the Rochester goalie there. Really nice play by Davison to step into the high slot there off the face-off. A nice play by Naraki to keep that one in. He gloved it down and keeps it in again. Now Hendricks trying to control it at the line. And Kirshner keeps it in. Nicely done. Good shift by this line. First time we've had any sustained pressure in the Rochester end. Now this is Johnson as Wayzata gets some fresh troops. Shot right on from the point, steered aside by Pellinger. Now back to the point again. Hard shot goes way wide. Johnson towards Winfield. Nice play to find Naraki on the other side of the ice, and it's up to Pyle. And he's going to draw a penalty there. Going to get our first power play opportunity.
Let's go, boys! Shots!
So for the power play, just hit that. We'll roll with Moldy, Colmenero, and Peterson up front on this power play with Pyle and John. Tries to keep it in. It's going to come out of the zone. Colmenero will try to send it deep. It hits the glass weirdly and didn't get all the way in, and now Rochester clears it. Comes Moldy. Couple of head fakes to get out of his own zone. Tried to take it wide. And now Colmenero will control it, gets it to Johnson up top, and they'll slow it down. Over to Peterson. He's got a little space. Sends it down to Moldy in the corner, and now it's Johnson at the top. Fires one wide. Pyle into Colmenero. Full battle. And now Rochester is going to ice it. With 1:03 left in the power play. It'll be an offensive zone. Moldy on the wing. And we'll try to get our right configuration. Offensive zone face-off. Nice shot by Johnson there, but it skipped wide. Turek holds it in, pinching on the far side. Johnson does keep it in. It's Winfield to Moldy. A little backhand pass, tried to find Pyle in front. And now it's Winfield behind. Now it'll come all the way back to Turek, who sends it high off the glass. Pyle tried to chip it by his guy, but Rochester controls it. Face-off just outside the blue line. Comes to Naraki, who chips it down towards the other end. Peterson is going to chase there and behind. Rochester defenseman comes back the other way, and I think that hit a player on the bench. Kurtz on the draw. Peterson gets it over to Colmenero. Back to Naraki. Fires one high and wide. Davison pinches in on this near side. Now it's Colmenero and Kurtz in behind. To Davison. Not good. Now it looks like Wayzata offside at the blue line. Nice breakout play there. Came to Kirshner from Weekly. Now it's Hendricks up to Sauer. He's got it. Step. He's in all alone. Shot and a save by this Rochester goalie who catches with his right hand. That's kind of unusual. Usually they catch with their left. Sauer might have gotten that one past a different goalie on the blocker side, but that one went right into the catcher's mitt. Now it's a face-off back to Alstead. Hendricks in the corner. Kirshner digging for it. Nice job by Kirshner. Good forecheck there. Rochester has no choice but to just send it all the way. And just apparently because Weekly was close to the puck, they wave it off, even though it made it all the way. But now here comes Wayzata. It's Sauer to Hendricks. He had it knocked away right when he tried to load up and fire. Turek keeps it in the zone. Down into the corner, and looks like the Wayzata forward line is ready to make a change here. Rochester dumps it in. And then they go for a change. So Johnson has an opportunity to come out of the zone here. Little backhand pass is picked off by Rochester. Now they're in 2-on-1. Nice recovery by Johnson. Couple of big saves here by Pellinger in front. It's still loose. Now Winfield has got Pyle on the far side. Can't get it to him. Now it's Turek pinching in. I think Wayzata's going to get a penalty now on a trip. Yeah.
All right, see you, bud. Hey, bud. I thought you were warming up like behind the A ice. That's why I thought you guys were on our ice before.
You want to come watch the
That's
game?
why my text messages don't make any sense.
You want to come watch the game and stretch.
Did you end up doing PGA or not? What's that? Did you end up doing PGA or not? What are we going to do? Next call.
All right, D-zone face-off controlled by Wayzata. We're on the penalty kill here. It's Naraki and Davison. Now they're going to get Naraki here. Or maybe they called Rochester. Yeah, it looks like they got the Rochester player for a slash. He and Naraki were kind of battling in the corner, both with their sticks, and Rochester gets the call, so that's going to even it up at 4-on-4.
Let's go, White.
Faceoff is controlled by Wayzata. It's Naraki to Davison. A low shot. He was looking for Colmenero tip on the near post there. It went wide, and now it's down to Colmenero in the corner. Nice job there by Naraki to pinch in and gets it to Tommy at the top of the circles. Colmenero shoots it. Had Moldy providing some traffic in front, but another nice stop by the Rochester tender. Now it's Pellinger, Naraki, Moldy. And Moldy and Colmenero kind of ran into each other there. Moldy controls it briefly, and now Rochester will come out with it. Good stick there by Alstead, and then he takes the body. And Moldy will clear it away and go for a change. Now Alstead controls. He's going to ring it around the boards on the dump in. Peterson is there. And now Rochester springs a guy up the middle. Gets a shot on, maybe a couple of shots. Nice saves there by Pellinger. Now it's Peterson, tried to get it rink wide. Just intercepted by the Rochester D. Now Kurtz controls it, ships it off the boards. Tried to get it to Peterson, it comes out of the zone. Now Rochester controls it in front. I went around a couple of bodies, got a shot on Pellinger. knocked it down with the blocker. Now it's Peterson at the line. Comes out. Now it's Johnson. Comes to Kirshner, who's going to send it in. This is, I think, Sauer at the point, covering defensively. Got a shot on. Now Turk bats it out of play. Seven to 6 for them. All right, now Rochester controls it. They'll come out with speed around the. A nice shot off there from the circle, from the face-off dot, but Pellinger steered it aside. And that's Davison ringing it around towards Hendricks. Now it's Kirshner. Little battle over there, won by Hendricks. Comes out of the zone. Oh, does not quite get it out of the zone. It's held in by Rochester. Now Naraki will try to wrap it around, and it sneaks past the Rochester defenseman all the way into their end. No ice. Now Rochester brings it into the zone. Bodied off the puck by Weekly. Nice play there. And now Weekly will stab. Coming up the wall on the near side. He got it up to Winfield, who got it to Moldy briefly, and now it's dumped in. Moldy there chasing it. Kyle has a little time. Almost had Winfield there. Kept in at the line by Weekly. Moldy to Winfield in front. Good little backhand pass by Moldy there. Now it's a lot of stick work there. Kyle does get it back to Winfield, and now it's to the point to Alstad. Tricky little shot. I don't know if that Rochester goalie even saw that one. He had two of his own defenders right in front of him, but he got a blocker on it. Kurtz on the draw, sits in the dot for just a minute, and now Rochester will ring it around the near side towards the blue line. Johnson kicks it in. Now Rochester goes up the middle on the breakout. They'll come out 2 against 2. They're just going to send it into the far corner. Now they try to find a guy in the middle. Nice try, went wide. This is Pulmonero all the way across. Peterson chips it. Gets a stick on it, and now he'll chase it down in the Rochester end. They ring it around, and they're going to come out of the zone now, up the middle again. Johnson's got it. He's got some speed, gets it to Kurtz. To Johnson through the middle. Backhand shot right on, low shot. Kicked aside. And the first period will end 0-0. Yeah, it's pretty even.
It's fast.
Hey,
More shots. More shots.
Hey, nothing off for tonight. No good conversation, no good jokes. It's all out of material.
Saving it for tomorrow morning. Just FaceTime all of us on the way up. It'll be like a podcast.
Talk the whole way down.
Yeah, the whole way down. I'm first going up.
Fill it up, buddy. Fill it up. Full diesel tomorrow.
Yeah. Full team tomorrow.
Puck is down on the second period here. He's into the Wayzata zone. Kurtz will dig. Now Colmenero tries to chip it up wide. Will it get past? Peterson does get past. Now he's trying to get it to the middle. Got a shot on and then centered it. Now it's Rochester coming back out of the zone. Got a guy ahead of the play, but they're just going to dump it down in the near side and chase it. Davison gets there first. Now it's Naraki. Now it's Colmenero. Tries to get it to Kurtz on the near side. Naraki's going to help out and see if Kurtz can dig it out here. He does. They'll go back to Davison, and they'll kind of regroup over towards Peterson. Peterson guides it all the way down into the Rochester end, and we'll get some fresh legs. Now it's Sauer with a nice stick. Oh, and takes a... None of the four referees saw that one, apparently. This will be Kirshner on the draw. He's out there with Hendricks and Sauer. Weekly and Alstad on defense. Now here comes Rochester with a little bit of a 3-on-2. A blocker on it, and the rebound kind of sat there until Kirshner is able to clear it off to the side momentarily. Now it still is held in by Rochester. We're going to fire it towards the opposite side. It's come to the point for a shot. Pellinger gets the glove on it. Weekly's going to try to get Pellinger his stick behind the play. And Alstad makes a nice play to get it down into the Rochester end, and Wayzata will get a partial change. Winfield is on with Pyle. Nice forecheck by Winfield. He steals it and gets it to Turek at the point. And a shot right on by Winfield from the sideboards. Face-off is won by Moldy, back to Turek. Now it's Winfield behind. Kind of dropped it for Pyle. And Moldy into the near corner where we can't see. Pyle and Moldy both battling, and Pyle comes out of there briefly, and now he's going to draw a penalty. Nice work there by Pyle. Wayzata will get its second power play of the game here.
Let's go!
Moldy wins it cleanly, back to Johnson. Pyle up top now to Moldy, and we'll get it set up with Johnson up top, all the way down towards the corner to Peterson. He gets it to Moldy. He'll walk it in front. Now Peterson, a little low shot, tried to find Colmenero in front. It was tipped, but saved. Now the puck skips over Johnson's stick at the blue line. Neutral zone, a little battle for it here. Pyle maybe got away with a little hook. No, he didn't get away with it. They saw that one. It'll be 4-on-4.
Gotta handle the puck, boys!
It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute and 22 seconds here, and then Rochester will get about a 40-second power play after that. Wayzata will go with Moldy and Colmenero up front. And that's Naraki and Davison on D. Davison rings it around. It comes right back to him. Nice little move there to escape one defender. And now it's Colmenero. It's offside at the line.
There's the other Achilles.
I grabbed his shoulder.
Team Kyle. Takes the village.
Right, now this is Peterson and Kurtz with Weekly and Alstad. Still 4-on-4 here for another 50 seconds. Alstad brings it in behind. Up to Kurtz. And Peterson up the middle. Now he tried to kind of get it behind the play, and that one is chipped into the player bench. Draw here, gets it to Weekly. Little wheel in his own end here, sends it toward.
Let's go, White!
Now it's going to be Moldy on the draw. He's out there with Winfield. Rochester has a guy wide open in front. He fires it high over the net. Now it's Alstad. He's going to flip it out, and it looks like it's going to roll the length of the ice for another icing. Draw is won by Rochester. Back to the point. Low shot and a rebound was on the side of the net. Now Rochester will send it around again. They'll control it in the corner, and now they've got a power play here for 32 seconds. A little low shot there. Stopped by Pellinger. Back to the point for a shot that comes up high into the chest. And the rebound is knocked in by Rochester.
Hey, get it back!
Face-off is controlled again by Rochester. They'll bring it into the Trojans' end. They're going to try to get it to the point. Sauer and Kirshner are there. Kirshner comes away with it towards Hendricks. He's just able to steer it on into the Rochester end. Some stuff happens in the corner that we can't see. There comes Hendricks with it. Bank it off the boards out to Davison for a low shot. That's blocked into the corner. Play, nice forecheck there by Kirshner. Hendricks comes out of there, tries to get it back towards Naraki. And it's going to deflect out of the zone. Back to center. This is Davison up to Kirshner. Nice job pass and send it back in. Back into the zone. Kirshner is down there battling. Now Rochester does not get it out. Nice job by Colmenero. Out to the side wing, intercepted by Peterson. Gets it to Colmenero on the backhand, got one shot off. Kurtz back to the point. Kurtz now. It's going to come to Weekly on the sideboards. He's going to send it. Nice play. Saw Kurtz on the side there. He just deflected it high. Now this is Alstead at the point, blocked by Rochester. And I think that hit a glove on our player bench. Kurtz on the face-off here. One is controlled by Rochester. Back towards Johnson, and a little battle on the wall over there. Johnson grabs it and reverses it to the other side. This is Turek now. Kurtz and Colmenero battling for it. And Rochester is going to control it in the corner. Oh, to get it out, it's back to the point. High stick, deflected down, and Wayzata is going to choose to touch it, and now they get it out. Ooh. Rochester is right back into the zone. Hudson wins a race into the corner. There's two Rochester players there. Moldy comes in to help out. And now Rochester will come away with it. Now it's right to Winfield off the bench. He gets it to Moldy. Around the corner, he's got Pyle in front. Nice play. Shoots, he scores. Pyle just sort of directed it high into the corner, past the blocker. Beautiful pass by Moldy and a nice finish by Pyle. Face-off comes back to our end towards Naraki. Winfield is mugged at center ice. Kept out of the net by, I think it was Naraki who was back there to save a goal. Naraki or maybe Davison. Look out. Oh, now there's a hit away from the puck that is not called again, inexplicably. Moldy took a body check. He was nowhere near the puck. Rochester comes out with some speed. They try to go wide. Alstead trying to force him into the corner. He gets a sharp angle shot. Now it'll be Naraki behind. Directs it out of the zone. Good play. Going to get one change. 2, 3 forwards are going to change, but Rochester has a little break here. Hellinger is going to gobble that one up. This will be Kirshner on the faceoff. It comes to Sauer. Comes out of the zone with possession. Over to Hendricks. He's got a little space. Shoots a low one on net. Steered into the corner. Hendricks gets there and brings it around towards Alstead at the far point. Now it's Sauer battling with Kirshner. Sauer out front. He's hauled down. And now it does come out of the zone, just past Alstead, back to Weekly. Weekly hounded by an aggressive Rochester forecheck. He'll have to reverse it over towards Alstead. This is Kirshner trying to clear. Kept in at the line. Another tip with a high stick. And now they're going to wave it off. Weekly was kind of waiting for something to develop there, knowing that Rochester couldn't touch the puck. Now it's to Alstead, to Hendricks, back to Weekly. It's Rochester in the neutral zone. They're going to send it all the way in. Big hit behind the net there on Alstad. Looked like he, at number 16, was pretty aggressive with the elbows on that one. And now Kirshner's just going to send it down for an icing. Face off in our D zone, controlled by the Trojans, in behind for Turek. Tried to hit Colmenero on the near wall, and it got past him, and now Colmenero blocked one. And now they're going to call a hook on Turek, I believe. Didn't see that one. This will be Moldy on the face-off. It's controlled by Rochester. A little set play off the face-off. Saved by Pellinger. So it's Moldy and Winfield up front with Naraki and Davison at D on this penalty kill. Face-off won by Moldy, but it comes back to the Rochester D at the blue line, and now they'll get it set up. They'll slow it down a little bit here. Shot blocked by Moldy, nicely done. Davison clears it away. Nice play by Winfield there to break up momentarily. It doesn't come out though, and now Rochester will gain control. Rochester seems content to work it around the perimeter, which we'll be fine with. Now they're going to try to get it into the middle, and they do. Shot right on, saved by Pellinger. Face-off comes behind towards Weekly. He'll win a battle along the boards there, and he'll chip it out of the zone. Nice play by Weekly. This is Kirshner and Pyle now up front with Alstad and Weekly on the PK, which will last another 43 seconds. Now a dangerous one in front. Shot goes wide. Weekly with a nice play there. As soon as that Rochester player kind of lost control behind the net, Weekly went and chased it. Now this is Pyle. Gets a shot on goal shorthanded and then gets slammed into the boards. Onside at the line for Rochester. Send it wide, and now it's Weekly who clears it again. Rochester will try to swing it all the way across, and it gets there. Whiffs on the shot. Little change-up. Almost fooled Pellinger there, but it didn't have enough to get into the back of the net. Now Wayzata is back to full strength. It's into the middle for a quick shot and a save. defensive zone draw here is going to be taken by Kurtz. He's out there with Peterson on one wing and Colmenero on the other. Johnson and Turek, the defensive partners. This one's going to come up towards the point. Doesn't get out. Now it's in the corner. Kurtz is going to get it. Turek now is bodied off the puck. And that puck is sent up and out of play. This draw is going to be controlled by Colmenero nicely off the face-off. He gets it to the blue line. Not quite out yet. Now it comes out with Turek and Colmenero. Hand pass?
Come on! Too many refs.
Jeez. Let him play.
It's like a men's softball team. Let's go.
All right, puck is down, thankfully. This is Johnson into the zone. He'll send it into the far corner. Chased by Peterson. Rochester will ring it around. And Johnson intercepted the pass, but it comes out of the zone. This is Turek. Now he's going to get it up towards Colmenero. Flips it up in the air a little bit. Now it's going to be offside at the line. Can't go more than about 12 seconds without a whistle. Face-off just outside the blue line, controlled by Rochester. It's Davison now defensively for Wayzata. He's going to hold up his guy a little bit in the corner, and he's going to get a penalty now. Rochester controls here. And Wayzata will touch up, but we're going to be shorthanded. So we'll be shorthanded for the last 20 seconds of the second period here. Rochester sends it past their own D-man. That's going to kill a big chunk of this. Wayzata behind their own net, or Rochester behind their own net. They've got 5 seconds here, and they're going to dump it in, and that'll be the end of the second period.